Hi everybody, it's Rachel from Sage. How are you today? I hope you're really well. I've got autumn empties. In Australia we call fall, autumn, so autumn/fall. These are my household empties. I've got a shower gel from Andalou. Listen, this is very fragranced. It's really rose scented, not my favorite. So what I did was I squeezed it into a hand soap dispenser and we're just using it as hand soap. Speaking of hand soap, we finished the Only Good Protect natural hand wash. This smelled really overpowering. It says it's pear and manuka honey. I just didn't like it. It was too floral. I think the manuka honey made it too floral, a bit like that, but kind of sickly. So once it was gone, that was fine. This one I've had in the other bathroom for ages and we finally finished it. So yeah, that's just an antibacterial hand wash from Dettol. 2 Piner Cleans this time. This one here was a new scent. I normally buy the eucalyptus, but this one was coconut and sea salt. I didn't really like it. It smelled too toilety to me. So I've reverted back to my traditional eucalyptus, which is my preferred scent. I have to clean all of my hard floors at least 3 times a week because I have a home business. So the salon, the bathroom that my clients use, and of course my kitchen all have to be spick and span, disinfected very often. So I clean down in the kitchen and the bathrooms every night, but the floors have to be done at least twice, usually 3 times a week. Lately I've been cleaning my carpets a little bit because we've started using the wood heater and we have light coloured carpets. We don't have a lot of carpet here, but that carpet that we do have, I like to freshen it up with just something like this. This is just from Woolworths. It was quite cheap and it does a really good job and it smells good, not overpowering. So this is also the same brand. I think it's like Woolworths home brand. This is glass cleaner. It's as good as Windex at about 1/3 of the price. Yet another one, Palmolive. Washing up liquid, and yet another Jif. This is what I do because we have an old metal bath. I clean the bath and the sinks and certainly my makeup brushes. The sink that I clean my makeup brushes in get Jifed, and also the other shower recess. Now listen, I live in Australia. Don't come for me. We do have to use insect spray sometimes here, especially living on a farm with animals. I just can't abide by flies and maggots. That's all I'll say about that. This one I use now at this cooler time of year. I put them in the bathroom, in some of the cupboards, and I think I've got one in the pantry as well. It is I refill these. I've got these little canisters and I just refill them with this stuff in this bag, and it's septic safe and all of that. I think it's just like a calcium product that absorbs excess moisture in the air, so hopefully no mold. Finish dishwasher tablets. Look, I don't really care what brand I use. I just buy whatever's on special. We usually go between Finish or Fairy, I think is the brand. I was using Earth Choice, but it wasn't getting the dishes clean, which was really sad because I love Earth Choice. Speaking of which, I think I've got a couple of toilet cleaners there that are just about empty, but anyway, they can go in the next lot. Right, 2 deodorants, only this time because it's not summer. Invisible Dry from Rexona. That's a nice one because it doesn't stain your clothes. And of course, my tried and true roll-on Rexona Clinical Protection Summer Strength. These are getting quite expensive here, but I just can't be without them, frankly. I've got a nappy rash / first aid cream here, very soothing. Can't get any more out of it. I've tried, This tube just seems to be like sealed up or something. It's probably dry. Anyway, so it's really great for pretty much everything, you know, anything that ails you skin-wise. If you've got a dried flaky bit, if you've got an itchy bit, if you've got, you know, something that's bleeding, you can whack that on and put a Band-Aid. Now I included this because this is a soap that I use to clean my brushes from Only Good, and it had coffee, coconut and shea butter. So it conditioned and cleaned my brushes really nicely and left them smelling. My makeup brushes, that is. Really beautiful. This is a toothpaste that my husband and I have just tried for the first time. It's from Sensodyne, which is a well-known brand of toothpaste. Pro Enamel Gentle Whitening. Yeah, look, it's all right. We didn't really like the lid though. I think we've gotten used to a pop top, and this one was a screw top, and it was a bit sort of, I don't know, it just seemed odd to us after so long of using a pop top lid. Yet another Frank Body Smoothing AHA body lotion. You know I love this stuff. I repeatedly purchase it from Mecca over and over again. I go through 2, maybe 3 bottles a year, and it is amazing. It is amazing. Also really good for ingrown hairs too. If you have that problem, you will probably like this, because I wax my legs, bikini, arms, underarms, face when I'm not using retinol. So I do get the odd ingrown hair, so this comes in very handy, although I don't typically use it on my face, but it's really good for all over the body. Some vitamin things. Magnesium. My husband and I both take magnesium, usually at night. He has restless legs, so this helps with that. And he also rides a bike. He rides a bike outdoors. I ride a bike indoors. So we do get leg cramps, and that really helps with that. I like these, the soluble vitamin C, especially this time of year when there's so many kids, because I'm a teacher, so many kids with snot. There's no other way to say it, is there? And it just gives me a boost of vitamin C during the day. I put it in my drink bottle, and that goes with me to work, and it tastes good too. Not sugary sweet at all. Zinc is reputed to be a really good skin health supplement. I don't know. I'm not currently using zinc. I do buy it periodically. It can help, I believe. I used to think it helped with acne when I used to get acne symptoms. I'm not sure I need it so much now, so I haven't repurchased. Now, I am lactose intolerant. This is why I have Lactase. I used to think I could only get this at the pharmacy, but I've just discovered you can get it at the supermarket. And they are chewable tablets. They taste kind of like vanilla mint. They're chalky, but they're okay. And you just chew one with a meal if I think there's going to be cream in it or something like that, and it's perfectly fine. No repercussions, if you know what I mean. Look, I finally finished this terrible spray-on sunscreen. Awful. Burnt my face. Smelt like alcohol. Made me look like a grease ball. I do not recommend this. Please don't waste your money. Yep, yet another La Roche-Posay and Felios 50 Plus. This is beautiful. This is the French version, not the one that I buy here. This one has a lot of fragrance in it, whereas the one I buy here, which is the same thing, is unfragranced. So I was glad to finish this one because I didn't really like the heavy fragrance of it. This is my go-to everyday sunscreen now. It's a little bit lighter than, has been the one I've been using every day. A little bit lighter than the La Roche-Posay on the skin. The Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. I just keep ordering this from lilabeauty.com.au. And it's often on special, and it's cheaper than La Roche-Posay. But now that my skin is drying out in the winter, I am going to revert back to the LRP one. One hair care product. This I got from my hairdresser, and it's a hair mask, and I do love this. I love this. I have just bought a full size of it about a month ago, and it is great. It doesn't weigh your hair down. I can put it on my hair, blow dry my hair, and my hair still feels fresh and not weighed down or greasy 2 days later. So NAC Hair is an Australian brand. It's a really good product. Okay, now we're into skin treatments. This is the second tube of A313 that I have used. As you can see, it has French writing on it. That is because this is a French-made product. You can buy this in Australia I buy it from frenchbeauty.com.au, and for the first tube I actually got in France, and I loved it. It's in a petrolatum base, which is basically a Vaseline base. So if you're sensitive to retinaldehyde or retinol, you might find this better, especially if you're a dry skin person. And I have stopped using Retrieve at the moment, which is the prescription one, and switched to this because it's getting colder and my skin's getting drier. Now, there's been some strange developments, well, I think strange developments in the EU regarding retinol. I don't know if you can still get this in a pharmacy. If you are a European subscriber, please tell me if you can get them in the pharmacy still without prescriptions, without having to go to the doctor. I don't know where you can buy it in the US. I have seen US YouTubers mentioning it, so I'm assuming you can get it there somewhere. Look, it's not prescription strength, and I'm discovering now that I don't need prescription strength retinol. It's not the level of retinol, it's the consistency with which you use it. That makes the difference to your skin. Okay, that's the scientist. That is a scientist's view. I'm not a scientist, I'm just referring to people that are. This is one of my favorite moisturizers. This is Moira's Peptide Energy Moisturizer. It's got lots of peptides and ceramides in it. It smells beautifully fresh. It is light and yummy, yummy, yummy. I think it is a dupe for the Ole Henriksen Strength Trainer. The ingredients are virtually identical, and it is a lot cheaper, of course. That is probably my third jar of that. I love it. Now that it's getting colder, I'm reverting to a heavier moisturizer, but I still love that one for summer. These were interesting. What a horrendous name. Placenta Firming Hydrogel Eye Patch. I use these are K-Beauty. I used these on my under eye area whilst I had my LED mask on, and they did work. They were a bit tingly the first few times I used them, but they really did help. I have purchased another sort of hydrogel eye patch, but this ingredient, I don't know, it's a fish placenta, like salmon roe. Sounds dreadful, and obviously not vegan or even vegetarian, so not for those people. But you know, I did like it. I've purchased something similar but not quite the same. I just found that ingredient a little bit off-putting on a mental level. Okay, Mecca Cosmetica's hyaluronic acid. This is fine. It's just a hyaluronic acid with 2% niacinamide. It's fine. I just needed to use it up. Hyaluronic acids are much of a muchness, I think. This was a sample from Dr. Dennis Gross, the 15% vitamin C firm and bright serum. 15% is way too high. It also has lactic acid in it. Nobody needs to be using a 15% vitamin C. Let me just say, okay? This smelt very strongly like orange juice. It stained my skin. I just wanted to use it up to see if it was any good. I had to use short contact therapy method with this product because it was so smelly to me, sticky, smelly. And Dr. Dennis Gross is an amazing brand. I mean, my LED mask is that brand, but I just don't see the point. It also, this sort of product will go off quickly. right? These, when they go brown, they're bad. Okay, so stop using them if yours has gone brown. This is still available, Clinique Moisture Surge Hydrating Supercharged Concentrate. It's about $70 here in Australia to buy. I certainly didn't pay that for it. I got it on Cosmetic Capital at about probably half that price. This was nice, especially through the summer. It was really light and fresh and gave my skin an instant hit of moisture, but definitely not enough for a dry skin person in the colder months. But it's a really good size serum. Like, you get a lot of product here, and that's unusual. You don't often get so much product in these serum types of things. 48 ml, that's a lot of product. And if you have oily skin, I think you would really love that. Really love that. This is a travel moisturizer for me. I just take this with me for arms and legs, in my makeup, in my travel bag, just to have something if there's nothing in the hotel that I like, or if I go to someone's house and, you know, I just need something. It smells great. I love the smell of Nivea. This is really nice and fresh. It's probably not enough moisture for my skin these days, but you know, it's only a few dollars, and it's a good transportable product for a weekend away type situation. Yet another Maysama Green Rooibos Press Serum, which I put on underneath my LED mask. It is amazing. I still don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it to keep buying it, though. It keeps going up in price. It's about $100 a bottle now, or a little bit more. A Natio Gentle Skin Toner, which is just like an essence, I guess. It's one of those naturally type things. Really nice. Natio is a very reliable Australian brand. A little bit fragranced. If you don't like fragrance, probably not for you. This is my Blackhead Blaster, I call this. And it is a dupe, in my opinion, for the Paula's Choice AHA BHA toner. This is MCO Beauty's AHA and BHA pore refining exfoliating toner with salicylic, lactic and glycolic acids. It's pretty strong. If you have sensitive skin, this probably isn't for you. But if you have blocked pores, if you have sebum out of control, in other words, oily skin, if you have blackheads on your nose in particular, you will find this quite something. It will take some getting used to though, and it will make your skin sun sensitive, so please use a sunscreen. I only use it at night, and I don't use it all the time. But it's Australian made, it's an Australian brand, and it's available at Woolworths, and it's easy to get. So, you know, it's a good, reliable, and I've gone through several of those. So that tells you that I do like it. And this is also something I've gone through many of. I think this is my 6th tube of this. Centella Unscented Eye Cream. It is brilliant. What can I say? It is from Perito. I'm so glad they brought out an unscented one. I loved the one that smelled like herbs or grass, but I really prefer the one that isn't scented. And it's a decent size. You get 30 mils of product. You can see all the features there. It's no joke. It really does work. It softens the under eye area immediately. If you have itchy eyelids, and you know, sometimes I do get that if I use a red eyeshadow pigment that I probably shouldn't use, I take the eye makeup off, I whack a bit of this on, it just calms it immediately. Really quite something. And that is the Centella Asiatica, the beauty of that amazing ingredient. This is the second one of these I've used. I really love this. It is one of those roll-on situations, and it cools the under eye area. If you have inflammation, if you're puffy, it will help. It feels really nice. It's a reliable product. It's Revitalift, and the hyaluronic acid does plump up the skins or soften the lines underneath. The only caveat I'll say is that I went through this very quickly. There's only 15 ml of product in there. So you think you're getting a lot because the tube is a decent size, but there's actually a lot of air in there. So yeah, just letting you know that. All right, that is everything for autumn empties. There's not a lot this time, I must say. I think I'm going to have a heck of a lot more at the end of winter because I'm going into full skin, let's turn the skin over mode. let's create springtime summer skin in winter, if you know what I mean. Okay, have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Don't forget the giveaway. Check my last video if you don't know the details of that, if you are an Australian subscriber. Bye for now.